Watching about the LCK format,
So I feel like that
I don't mind the
alleviate
summer
some of
format.
pressure for D+ in terms of having to rapidly worry.
I don't know,
about,
I'm in
oh, no,
two
they're gonna have,
headspaces.
like, a hex deck
I
so
understand
soon.
why every
So you
split
wanna
is like a
protect in
different
that
format,
regard, but-
because you want to keep things interesting.
And I also
But
think
I
that
also
as
am on the
much
side
as
of like,
I favor how being
it's very
paid
hard for
affects
regular
social
viewers,
functions of these
for
5v5s,
non-regular viewers to
there's
keep up when they
always
want to
just
tune in,
a
when they have no
showmaker
idea what the
ult
fuck's
on the right
going on,
person
if the
blows you
format's
up,
changing
win
every
the
split.
game angle. That is
Which is
always
kind of
a
what happens across.
possibility,
I mean,
so
let's just
I
say
think there's
the
resounding
MSI
hope
format
for
was
this game.
dog shit from the
Fire up to
LCK
2
because there was no
minutes, I think it's
finals.
gonna be
But
where they're gonna
the
get
other
lucky, and if
formats,
they get some vision over there.
they're not as bad as the
Might
Western
be the
like
angle. I
formats
think
for like the
clear is
LEC or the
definitely
LTA.
biggest problem. Experience
Look at
advantage
the
is
top lane.
But a
See
non-regular doesn't care
difference. I mean, the other
whatsoever.
com-
Yeah, but I guess
such
an
a
easy
big
way to
difference.
describe
Look,
it is
they
like
have
I don't watch
20
football, but I'm
petals
pretty sure
before
if
they
I
got it.
just
They're now
type in
30.
Premier League
They're now
standings,
a big
I can
difference
see who's
between
winning.
level 17.
But if you do that in the
Strong
LCK,
player about to hit
you
17.
kinda see
Yeah,
who's winning,
Showmaker's
but then
pretty
you're
close
like,
to the
wait,
mid
why
lane
is this
farm,
team here
Yeah,
in
they're
that
only
group?
one.
making a big
And then what does it
difference.
mean if they
Thankfully,
win that
Shu
group?
does
What
hit level
happens to the
16,
loser if they
16, of
like,
course, the most
who gets
important.
knocked out of where
So that
to start
equalizer
the
is
what?
gonna
You know,
get charged up.
it's not actually, it's not a standings.
Maker
It's
just
like a
combines the soul,
separate
clears out
two-group
some
system.
vision, As Raptor is
So
on
I guess
a
that's the
ward.
difference, right?
Gonna get headbutted back. That could come on over.
Yeah, there
net.
is a standings,
BNK,
but you know what I mean,
this is
right?
like one of the slowest late games I have seen them play in a very long time. They are really
Like, why is there
making
two groups?
sure
How does that
they're
work?
dotting
Does the
Ts
top
and
5
crossing
lock playoffs
I
already?
wonder who it
Is
is.
it
I
only
wonder
one
who's
team
saying,
from the bottom
like,
group that goes through?
Because surely, I
Who
feel like
gets
the
knocked
vibe
out?
is that, like, we should just dive the tower now. And
Why
someone
is there
must be
3
going,
regular
"Guys, maybe we
season
shouldn't."
best of 3s instead of 2?
And, you know,
That has been a voice that's been missing, I think.
maybe it's that
I think it's fine though, their
conscience,
format's
you know?
fine.
On their
I have this
shoulders.
video on my second screen of Dom
Maybe
crashing
that
out about the
coach is
LTA
still
format, and I'm
enough.
excited to watch it after this game
I don't
because
know,
I haven't
but
seen it yet.
It's for now. I think it's
for bracket, which is why it's blue right here. That means you've already qualified for the upper bracket. And the way it works is the first seed will be able to pick their opponent, and FlyQuest most likely would never pick us because the only team that has actually had like a semi-competitive record with them this year has been Cloud9. I think like over the course of the entire year, I don't know exactly what we were. I think over the course of the entire year, 9-7. So they've been 9 wins, 7 losses against us, but against everyone else, they're just like stomping them. And it's kind of been the same for us. The only team that has beat us, the team that we have a losing record to, is FlyQuest, and then all the other teams we've had a winning record to, except for 100 Thieves, where we played in 2 best of ones. We
LTA is just a two-team league, isn't it?
lost both best of ones to 100 Thieves. You have a match here that technically doesn't matter, really, right? This doesn't really matter because since we won our first 2 matches 2-0, we're already guaranteed to be in the upper group. So you have a match that doesn't matter. Now, I think this is actually going to get changed.
LEC is a 0-team league.
So this is just what it's showing right now. But look at what the break would be and how this would go. Now, I think that they're actually going to change this. But if it stayed like this, you have round 1, which is loser's bracket, right? So this is round one, which means that the teams that are in the upper bracket would get a week off. So you have 1 week that doesn't matter into a week off. Then you have your round 2 matches, right? And if you win that, like it'll probably end up being FlyQuest versus Shopify, TL versus C9, or maybe FlyQuest versus TL and Shopify versus C9. These would be the matches. If Fly and C9 win this, then if this ends up staying the same, it would end up being that you wouldn't play until round 4, which would be on the 5th, right? So that would be another 1 week break. So you would get a week that doesn't matter, 1 week break, then you have 1 week that really matters, then another week break, and then you have potentially 3 best of 5s in a row. Round 4, upper, lower, and finals. You could play all 3 of these in a row from Friday to Sunday. So like, let's say you play on a Sunday, round 3, actually you wouldn't play on a Sunday. Let's say you play on let's say like one of these teams played, I mean, one of these teams could play on a Sunday, right? The team that plays on the Sunday could end up just playing like 2 more days in a row. You know, like it could just end up being like, okay, Sunday, and then you have like a Saturday, Sunday match. Or you could go from the upper bracket and it's like, and this is going to be on a new patch, by the way. This is going to be on
What is your boyfriend
25-17,
yapping
I
about?
believe. So
He's
you're
yapping up. Let him speak. He's talking about his favorite league, his favorite format, and his favorite teams, okay? Now listen to him and be nice.
be playing on a new patch for finals weekend, and you could play 3 best of 5s in a row starting on a Friday. Like, this is the format. It to me, it's just like, it's so crazy. And yeah, I just wanted to like share with you guys what the format really is, because it's so insanely convoluted that the only reason why I think that people don't hate the format more is they don't really understand the format, even, because you need like a PhD to actually go through this shit and figure out what the fuck is happening. Hold on, let me see if this is on all esports. LTA North.
Yeah. It's like, oh boy, I can't wait to watch the LCS. What's going on? How do I understand what's going on? It's like, well, take a seat. Let me explain to you how all of this works. It's like, wait, don't they just play each other in like a double round robin? Jimmy. Sit down. Isn't it called the LCS? No, it's not. It's called the LTA now, and we don't do those kind of things.
Match for C9 is actually on Sunday, by the way. We play on Sunday, so this is wrong. It's not Saturday, so it's not...
Oh wow, that best of 5 between C9 and Shopify was exciting. And FlyQuest won theirs too. I can't wait to watch their game next week. Jimmy. They're not playing next week. What do you mean? They're getting a week off. Why? Because of the format. They're going to play the week after. Oh, fuck. I'm busy.
C9, TL, and Flyline. It's C9 plays on Sunday. We will already know on Sunday, by the time we play our match, whether our match matters or doesn't matter at all, right? If FlyQuest wins 2-0 versus Lion, they get to choose their opponent no matter what in the upper bracket. Yeah, they get to just choose whoever they want to play out of the top 4 teams. And since it's impossible for us to not get top 4, even if we win 2-0 and we like dominate them.
Can't people with more interactions with fans than the streamers give constructive criticism to Riot? I've only been asked for my opinion on one thing this year, I think. And it was the international HUD that they use for MSI and First End. And after it, I said the HUD is terrible. Please don't use it. And they asked me after First End. I said in the forum, it's awful. Just please stop catering to this fucking idea. And if you want to try it, at least do it in domestic regions first before doing it internationally. And then I submitted the form, and then that was it. And then MSI had the HUD, so I was left on red.
Nothing changes. We could just go 6-0 and then not have...
To be fair, I didn't give... It's not like I gave like a massively detailed explanation about why it's bad. I just said it's bad. So, to be honest, it's not like I gave that much of a reason. You know, I just said that it's just bad.
Pick of our opponent.
But at least it got better than the first time.
FlyQuest will just take Shopify. I mean, Shopify looks by far like the weakest team in the top 4. And then we'll play TL again. So we could be playing TL on a Sunday and then being like, all right, our next match versus TL is the playoff match, which is, you know, one that really matters.
I mean, I didn't say it's just bad. I said it's just unnecessary. Like, this doesn't need to change. Why are we changing it, you know? Like, what are you doing?
Because if you lose two of these series, you're out for a season, right? So it's just awkward.
So they're probably never going to ask me for feedback again.
3, and there's really no benefit of winning or like showing stuff. So it's very strange, bro. It's a very strange format. I mean, I don't even know how you end up with a format that's this convoluted. Because to me, if you just did a normal format, like let's say you just did the normal regular season, like you just had everyone play each other in best of 3s, and then, you know, after that you just had some best of 5s to determine who actually moves on. If you did that format, that would be the easiest way to just make a format, right? That would be the most logical way, and that's what people have done for years. So you have to really, really try to make a format this bad. It's not one of those things where, oh yeah, you know, we
yeah.
Comes to like front to back, it's just clean up from Lucian and then Zir.
What's the worst format ever? Is it the best of 2 format? What's like the worst format ever? What's the best format ever, actually? What's the best regular season format there has ever been? I feel like the formats that I've enjoyed the most, in my opinion, is obviously I'm LCK biased, but LCK format, I feel like it's quite simple in that it's double best of 3. This is 2024, by the way. They do like a double best of 3 round robin standings into a playoff draw, which is now they do double elim, but they didn't do it last year, I think. But double elim playoffs, pretty simple. But then they have the gauntlet, which did they have the gauntlet last year? I don't know if they removed it or not, or if they've removed it for this year. I don't know what it was, but I feel like the LCK gauntlet, there was like the higher you're seeded in playoffs, the further you're in regionals. I think it's called regionals now. I don't think it's called gauntlet. I think it's called the LCK regionals. And like it determines your last spot for worlds. And I feel like the regionals is always really fun to watch if the format for it is right with like seeding. Whereas like if you have a league where your world seeds are locked 2 weeks into playoffs, it feels less stakes heavy. Whereas if you're like, okay, or like the LPL has the same thing, you know, where like, okay, you lost in playoffs, but you were 4th in playoffs. We'll see you in 2 weeks where you compete for a world spot. And like the LPL and the LCK have their regionals. And I feel like regionals is great. I like it personally a lot. You know, like regionals in 2022 in LCK was like DRX 5 games versus Sandbox, fucking crazy mode. Regionals last year was T1, 5 games versus DK, and then 5 games versus KT. Fucking crazy. Are they gonna make Worlds? Oh my god, I don't know. 2023 LPL Regionals was Uzi versus Deshai versus Rookie in 5-game series with 1 spot on the line. Like, Regionals really brings insane stakes for who's gonna make it to Worlds. And it doesn't just mean that you rock up the playoffs, lose the best of 5 and you're out. It means that your year is actually worth something. You rock up the playoffs, you lose the best of 5. Okay, sucks. Our seeding for regionals is a bit bad, but maybe we can still make it. And I feel like regional runs really... I think a regionals run, if you're like not a favorite team, like let's say you finish 5th in playoffs, but there's 3 spots for Worlds. If you make it through regionals and get to Worlds, it really like levels up the team, you know? 4th seeds are dangerous because they go through regionals and they go through play-ins, and these things like... they really shape your team and put you in like, I don't know what it's called. You ascend into this honeymoon period again where you feel like everything's clicked and it's going right. So I really enjoy regionals for summer split specifically. I think not having regionals and being like, nice, you won your first playoffs upper bracket best of 5 and you deserve to be there because you picked your first place in the... So your first place in the regular season and you chose the 4th best team in the league, you won a best of 5 and now you're locked for Worlds. And now you're 2nd in the region, you were the 3rd best team, and now you're locked for Worlds. And now if you go to the lower bracket and win 1 more best of 5, you're locked for Worlds. And it's like... I feel like I don't mind the first 2-3 seeds or whatever being locked for Worlds, but that last spot, I feel like it needs a fist fight over it. You know, I want to see everyone fight over it.
Maybe I should be glued to CVMAX to see whether he can figure something else out.
I want to see Uzi versus Deshai versus Rookie for a final spot.
Focusing on the draft when it's clear. It was all about the tempo vibes.
Well, it was also clear. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I want to see
very clear in that
Faker
last game.
versus
And yeah,
BDD
probably
versus
had nothing to do
Showmaker
with
for
him
the
playing
fucking
Gwen.
regional spot.
Yeah.
With 5
An
games on the line.
unanswerable Gwen.
And Showmaker
in
picks
that game.
LeBlanc.
That probably had nothing to do with it. Let's have a look at what happens here, though, as DK move over to the blue side.